Welcome to our latest true crime story. Today, we delve into a harrowing incident that unfolded in Burlington, Vermont. On the evening of November 25, 2023, the quiet streets near the University of Vermont were shattered by an act of violence that has since gripped the nation. Three young men, all college students of Palestinian descent, found themselves in the crosshairs of an unexpected attack. These friends, identified as Hisham Wartani from Brown University, Tahsin Ali Ahmed attending Trinity College, and Kenan Abdelhamid from Haverford College, were enjoying a leisurely stroll near Wartani's grandmother's house after an afternoon at a bowling alley. Little did they know, their peaceful walk was about to take a dire turn. Dressed in black and white Palestinian keffiyeh scarves and conversing in a mix of English and Arabic, they caught the attention of 48-year-old Jason J. Eaton. Stationed outside his apartment, Eaton, without a word, drew his pistol and fired 4 shots at the students, striking them with bullets that would leave them with serious injuries to the spine, chest, and buttocks. As the students fell, wounded and bewildered, Eaton vanished into the night. He was apprehended the next day, following an intense manhunt led by local and federal law enforcement. Upon his arrest, Eaton, almost in a state of surrender, greeted the officers with the chilling words, "I've been waiting for you." Eaton now faces 3 counts of attempted second-degree murder. These charges, while severe, could potentially escalate as authorities contemplate classifying this heinous act as a hate crime in the wake of a surge of anti-Islamic, anti-Arab, and anti-Semitic incidents across the United States. Our story today not only examines the details of this tragic event but also probes into the broader implications of hate crimes and the vulnerability of minority communities in contemporary society. Let's take a closer look at the lives of the 3 young men whose evening turned tragic on that fateful day in Burlington. Hisham Wartani, Tahsin Ali Ahmed, and Kenan Abdelhamid, all 20 years old, were more than just students. They were friends bonded by their shared heritage and educational aspirations. Hisham Wartani, a junior at Brown University, was pursuing his studies in Rhode Island. Known for his academic dedication, Hisham is a U.S. citizen who grew up in the West Bank, embracing both his American upbringing and Palestinian roots. Tahsin Ali Ahmed, attending Trinity College in Connecticut, was also carving out his path in academia. Like Hisham, Tahsin's journey was one marked by a blend of cultures and experiences, shaping his unique perspective on the world. Kenan Abdelhamid, a pre-med student at Haverford College in Pennsylvania, was on his way to becoming a medical professional. His commitment to helping others and his passion for science made him stand out among his peers. On the day of the incident, these 3 friends, who all graduated from the Ramallah Friends School, a private Quaker secondary school in the Israeli-occupied West Bank, were in Burlington visiting Wartani and his relatives for the Thanksgiving holiday. They spent the afternoon at a bowling alley, enjoying each other's company, unaware that their lives were about to be forever changed. In this segment, we honor not just the victims of a senseless crime, but also the dreams and aspirations of 3 young men whose stories are intertwined with the complex tapestry of Palestinian-American identity. In this segment, we delve into the chilling details of the shooting that occurred in Burlington, Vermont. The evening of November 25, 2023, started as a relaxed end to a day of leisure for Hisham Wartani, Tahsin Ali Ahmed, and Kenan Abdelhamid. The trio, who were visiting Wartani's family for the Thanksgiving break, had spent the afternoon at a bowling alley and were taking a casual walk near the University of Vermont, about a block from Wartani's grandmother's house. As they strolled, their conversation flowed in a mix of English and Arabic, a reflection of their bicultural identity. Both Hisham and Tahsin were wearing the traditional black and white Palestinian keffiyeh scarves, a symbol of their heritage. This attire, along with their conversation, may have made them noticeable in a way that tragically set the stage for the ensuing violence. Without warning, Jason J. Eaton, a 48-year-old resident of Burlington, emerged from his apartment. In a sudden and unprovoked act, Eaton drew his pistol and fired 4 shots at the unsuspecting students from just a few steps away. The students, hit by the bullets, were left severely wounded, with injuries to the spine, chest, and buttocks. Eaton then fled the scene, leaving behind a trail of shock and horror. This senseless act of violence, targeting these young men in such a personal and direct manner, raises deeply troubling questions about the motivations behind the attack and the broader societal implications. In this part of our story, we focus on the suspect, Jason J. Eaton, the man accused of carrying out the attack on the 3 Palestinian students in Burlington. Eaton, 48 years old, was living near the scene of the crime. His actions on that November evening would soon place him at the center of a criminal investigation that has captured national attention. The day after the shooting, Eaton's arrest unfolded in an almost cinematic manner, as agents from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives canvassed the neighborhood. Eaton, seemingly anticipating his capture, greeted an agent at his door with his palms upturned, uttering the words, "I've been waiting for you." This moment led to his swift apprehension. Upon searching his apartment, authorities found a handgun, ammunition matching the rounds used in the shooting, a .22 caliber rifle, and 2 shotguns. This discovery provided critical evidence linking him to the crime. Eaton was charged with 3 counts of attempted second-degree murder, each carrying a potential sentence of 20 years to life if convicted. During his arraignment, appearing via a video feed from the county jail, Eaton entered a plea of not guilty. His actions, and the charges brought against him, have sparked a wider conversation about hate crimes, with the local prosecutor acknowledging the hateful nature of the act, though evidence for a hate crime enhancement was still under investigation. Jason J. Eaton's story is a perplexing and troubling one, raising questions about the motivations behind his alleged actions and the broader implications for societal understanding of hate-based violence. In the aftermath of the Burlington shooting, the community's response was one of shock, grief, and solidarity. The incident, which took place over the Thanksgiving holiday on November 26, 2023, sparked a strong reaction both locally and beyond. In Burlington, residents gathered for a vigil to honor the 3 Palestinian college students who were shot. This vigil, attended by a diverse crowd, underscored the community's collective mourning and its stand against such acts of violence. The response extended to religious and educational communities as well. Jewish congregations, along with politicians and campus groups, strongly condemned the shooting. Prominent figures like Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders voiced their distress, emphasizing that hate has no place in society. Local rabbis, representing various synagogues, expressed their shock and sadness, denouncing the violence and standing in solidarity with Muslim communities during this challenging time. Vermonters for Justice in Palestine, a pro-Palestinian activist group based in Burlington, organized another vigil on Sunday evening. This event saw participation from around 200 people, including members from Jewish Voice for Peace and Students for Justice in Palestine. The gathering was not just a show of support for the victims, but also a demonstration against anti-Arab and anti-Palestinian discrimination. Moreover, the presidents of the colleges where the victims are enrolled publicly condemned the attacks, with Brown University's president Christina Paxson expressing how the violent act had left the community deeply shaken. These responses highlight the wider community's resolve to confront and denounce hate crimes, showing a united front in the face of tragedy. The incident has clearly resonated beyond Burlington, touching on broader issues of race, religion, and violence in contemporary society. In Vermont, the law on hate crimes is clear yet complex. A crime is considered a hate crime if it is motivated, in whole or in part, by the victim's actual or perceived race, color, religion, national origin, sex, ancestry, age, service in the U.S., armed forces, or disability. In the case of the Burlington shooting, authorities are meticulously investigating to determine if this tragic event meets the criteria for a hate crime under state law. With Jason Eaton charged with 3 counts of attempted second-degree murder, the potential addition of a hate crime enhancement could significantly increase the gravity of the charges and the severity of the penalties he faces, should he be convicted. Focusing on the most gravely injured victim, Hisham Awartani, a 20-year-old junior at Brown University, we see a life profoundly altered. Awartani, hospitalized with a bullet lodged in his spine, faces an uncertain future regarding his ability to walk. This incident has not only physically incapacitated him but has also left deep emotional scars on him and his family. The pain and trauma experienced by Awartani, his family, and his friends underline the personal cost of such senseless acts of violence. This incident did not occur in isolation. It reflects a disturbing rise in Islamophobic, anti-Semitic, and anti-Arab incidents in the United States. This surge in hate crimes raises critical questions about the safety and well-being of minority communities. The shooting in Burlington serves as a stark reminder of the ongoing challenges these communities face, and the urgent need for greater awareness, understanding, and action to combat such hate-driven violence. As we wrap up our exploration of the Burlington shooting, we are left with a complex tapestry of issues, legal, personal, and societal. This incident not only highlights the legal intricacies of defining and prosecuting hate crimes, but also underscores the profound impact such crimes have on victims and their communities. It's a reminder of the ongoing struggle against hate and discrimination in various forms. I invite you to reflect on this story. What are your thoughts on the legal challenges in classifying and addressing hate crimes? How do we, as a society, support victims like Hisham Awartani and work towards a more inclusive and safe environment for all? Let's continue this important conversation in the comments below and raise awareness about the impact of hate crimes. Remember, understanding and empathy are key in our collective fight against hatred and violence.